Hello race fans and welcome to the V8 Supercar America Series presented by Get Dirty EMX, Direct Clutch Services, and our very own V8's online superstore. I'm JD Smith, with me right now Kane Kraft, and we're getting ready to take you live for V8 Supercar action right now.
Contact free. Close. Contact free.
Muggleton just has to cross over this crest. He will cross the line and will win the championship.
Hello, race fans, and welcome to a very special Halloween edition of V8's Online's first season opening, V8's America Series. I'm JD Smith. With me tonight is going to be Kane Kraft, and we're going to be coming to you live from Mimasaka, Okayama, Japan. It's a 2.3-mile course at Okayama International Circuit. It has been an unbelievable off-season in just 2 short weeks. It's actually only been 1 week, but it feels longer. So glad to be back. And we want to let you know that all tonight's action will be brought to you by our good friends at the V8 Supercar Fan Group, Direct Clutch Services, and our very own V8's Online Superstore. Also want to thank Get Dirty MX as well, as they're a big part of this show as well. Kane, welcome, buddy. Glad to have you here with me. We got a special night tonight. Of course, we want to wish everybody a happy Halloween as we take all the spooks and scares out on the track. It's going to be quite a run tonight as we get ready to attack this Okayama International Circuit. The 11-turn circuit is full of fun. It's a track that the drivers are very, very well known. Let's talk about something that's not well known, and that is our brand new Holden Commodore. How's it going, buddy?
It's going great. You're right. The V8 Holden, it's here now, and it's exciting. Everybody seems to really be loving the car. Some drivers loving it a lot, doing very well in the new car. So Marlon McMullen's one that really has taken on this new car and has really started doing really well with it. We know that he had a lot of trouble with the old car, and it really took him nearly the entire season to really come to grips with the new car and start doing well with it. Well, with the new Holden, he's really came on strong with the new car, and I think we'll look to see him doing well. But he's not the only one. Several drivers have really got in this new car and started doing well. It's a lot freer of a car. It seems to, I don't know, it seems to turn in a little better. It's a fun car to drive, JD. I've really been enjoying it. I'm not fast yet in it, but I still get out there and have some fun in it.
It's definitely a little bit of a change. Some guys just can't put their finger on it yet. They still got to find the just the right adjustments to make. Some having a little bit more luck with the new car than others. Some still having some difficulties. Let's take a look at how the race is going to set up tonight. It's going to be a 25-lap race from a standing start. And once we get started, the weather should be no problem for these guys today, guys. 81 degree Fahrenheit. Wind's going to be coming northwest at 7 miles per hour. And we have zero fog cover with partly cloudy skies. Should be a wonderful day for racing. I'm extremely excited, Kane. It's going to be a while. We haven't seen some of these famous turns down in turn 4 with Atwood Curve, and we head down to the famous hairpin here. Always remember Mike Knight corner, one of the fastest corners. It looks like a 90-degree corner, but it's not actually one. So cars can actually fly through turn 10 if they hit just right in turn 11. The straightaway here is a great passing opportunity coming out of that turn 11. So going to be really fun. And it might be funny too. It's some of the guys getting out here in this new car. Only the race gods know what we're going to see tonight, buddy. I love getting a new car and getting some of these. We may see some new names out on the track as well.
Yeah, let's talk about the Season 4 for a minute. Some changes here to the Season 4 format. Normally we have a 12-week season. This season, iRacing's made some changes to get the series back on a certain path that they want it to be on. So we've got this Season 4 down to just 6 races. So it's going to be a quick Season 4, and it's the focus here on Season 4 for all these drivers is to have some fun. We want to get some fun back into the series. JD has mentioned that, or not JD, but Jim rather has mentioned that he is going to keep score this season. He had said before that we weren't going to. We were really just going to focus on having some fun and getting. It seemed like it's getting a little too competitive there, and he wanted to get the fun aspect back in. America's Series has always tried to maintain a good balance of fun and competition, and we've seen that competitive spirit really jump up here in the last couple seasons. But with the 6-week season here, the fun is the name of the game.
Fun is the name of the game, and part of the fun, I believe, is going to be learning this new car. And with a shortened schedule, it's going to be almost a test season for some of these guys to get out there. You have 6 different tracks to run around, get a little feel for it. We're going to have a lot of new names out on the track. It's going to be a big time for some of these some of the more veteran V8 supercar drivers here on the iRacing service to kind of be ambassadors of the car and of the series, and show the leadership and courtesy that we have here in the V8 supercar series.
And we have seen that, JD. Now that you mentioned that, you did remind me of something I did want to mention today. Mitch McLeod has done a fantastic job. I don't know if you might have been leading in this direction with what you were saying, but Mitch McLeod has started a forum thread in which he goes through the car, the settings, posts his race setup for the week. He's done a fantastic job of demonstrating the leadership and helping the newer drivers to the car, because it's going to be a challenge for everybody getting into this new car.
Hey, JD and Kane, I just want to say something really quick. I'm a little astounded right now. The race just came up, and well, people are getting warmed up now. We actually have 3 splits tonight.
Yeah, I see that as it just now popped up, and I'm getting ready to go in. That's exactly right. 3 full splits of 8, well, almost full splits, 18 people. So that's a lot of people here tonight. That's fantastic, Jim.
I know, I don't think we've ever had 3 splits for an America's race. We might have had it once last season, but I'm having a hard time thinking about it.
Yeah, we had race 11, I believe it was. It might have been 10. It was Phillip Island. We had, no, it wasn't Phillip Island. It was race...
Bathurst, I think.
Yeah, it was. We had 3 splits because I remember having to call them all off.
I tell you what, this car is a handful over the course of a race. You don't realize, because everybody's going to be going nonstop because the fuel tank's so big. That pit stop, you don't realize how much of a break it really gives you during the race.
Yeah, it's going to be fun tonight, guys, just to see how this goes. Our first official America's race for the broadcast with this new car. It's going to be really fun to see how the guys react, if they kind of attack tonight or if they maybe just try to lay back and get a feel for the car and how the guys react around them. It's really going to be fun to see. So we thank everybody for coming on to the broadcast, and do want to welcome Jim Davey here as well, always keeping us up to date. Jim, we may have to get you on 2 splits now with that 3rd split. We're going to have to find somebody to jump on that 3rd split and let us know what's going on down there too.
I know. I tell you what, people aren't going to be able to take a break going all out. So, like Kay said, points are going to count this season, and no drop weeks. Every race is going to count.
Exactly. That is something else.
So, yeah, I mean, from now on, I think I've gone the opposite direction. I've had a whole lot of people talk to me over the past couple of weeks. They posted their forum postings, or they contacted me and said, look, we like the points. And we think it brings a lot to the series. I said, you know what, you're right, but we're going to make it even more.
Absolutely, and just because of all these 3 splits, I think that I actually jumped in the wrong split, so I'm going to have to go get in the next one. And,
you did. You came into the 2nd split.
I sure did. In the 2nd split, though, it looked like Sanjin Delilac was on the pole, if that's correct, Jim.
It is. Sanjin Delilac's on the pole. Max Wilson, Will's Dunn, sorry. Jack Flood, Graham Filan, Matt Yeoman's top 5. Pretty surprising the people that are in the 2nd split. Top split must have a huge strength of field.
Yeah, it's got to be way up there, and I'm sure Kane's probably got some pictures rolling already if they're already on the screen. Kane, give us a little bit of an insight of what we have in some of the drivers in that top split.
Yeah, let me see if I can we got 36 seconds before they grid up, so I'm going to go ahead and go through the starting grid tonight. We've got, who I was just talking about a minute ago, Mitch McLeod on the pole. Curtis Chipway's in second. Bo Cubis is going to be starting off in the third position. Marlon McMullen in fourth. Tony Ostrich will be rolling off in fifth. Sam Sutton, I hear he's got some good speed in this car. He'll be going in sixth. Mike Fulch will be starting in seventh. Christian Peterson in eighth. Michael Schreier in ninth, and Nathan Chardner is going to be rolling off in 10th.
Yeah, now that you mentioned Mitch McLeod, he's done a great job this season. He's dedicated himself to helping out a lot of people, posting setups, everything else. It's going to be great from him this season.
Yeah, he's always been a big contributor into posting setups and stuff for people, and he just took it a step further, and I really appreciate what he's done. Peter Barlow will be rolling off in 11th. Jason Dickinson in 12th. Michael Cracknell in 13th. Troy Barman in 14th. Gabriel Alejandro Lagnini in 15th. Troy Eddy in 16th. Chad Chastain in 17th, with Raymond Bader Jr. in 18th.
Wow, I wonder if Chad was able to get a qualifying time in.
Yeah, must not have. It didn't post a qualifying time.
Yeah,
so.
I'm not liking some of the that they've done in the off season.
Yeah, it's definitely something to get used to. So I'm going to go ahead and apologize now for any mistakes that that I may have and may say during the broadcast, as the interface has changed, and I'll have to get acclimated with the new adjustments. So that will be fun to get. We should be getting about ready to start, as I'm getting ready to have some pictures myself now that I am joining into the top split, fellas. Kane may have to start the race off.
We are getting revs right now, so we'll call this as it happens. Looking good. Mitch McLeod out in front with Michael Cracknell and who is that? Curtis Chipway in third, with Marlon McMullen right there giving him a battle.
And ladies and gentlemen, the 2014 Season 4 season has started. Oh, we got a packed field side-by-side racing all the way through the field. Could we have some trouble? Great side-by-side racing still even deep in the field with Troy Barman trying to get up beside Chad Chastain. All through the field, guys. Lots of action early. It is one car after the next side-by-side. It is intense here at Okayama.
Mitch McLeod still in the lead. Curtis Chipway in second. Marlon McMullen in third. Troy Ostrich rounds out the top four with Bo Cubis in fifth.
Yeah, Mitchell McLeod right now in the lead and doing a good job of holding his own at the moment. He has a little bit of traffic behind him, and he's got about a good 2 to 3 car length to Curtis Chipaway in second, and then behind Curtis, it's Bo Cubis.
Marlon McMullen in third. Bo Cubis is actually off pace. He's back in 10th place. It looked like he might have got a slowdown penalty as he kept hitting the brakes and just trying to get a little slower till he ended up clear back into the 10th place.
Yeah,
what,
you're
going
right.
through the second to last corner is so easy to go slow down penalty if you cut it too much.
Got Nathan Chardner in a new Simpit livery here tonight, which looks really good. Very slick looking paint job on this that Simpit Holden. It's so close to saying Falcon there.
I know. Gonna have to get used to calling these Holdens and not Fords. There's so many, I guess we could almost say years of Fords, and it's just something else having these Holdens out on the track. It really is incredible having something new like this.
Chad Chastain making his way through the field. He's up to 11th. He's got Peter Barlow just behind. He's got a little loose coming off the turn there, but he's able to maintain control. Sam Sutton with a bright livery here. He's in a Suave Men car. He's got some bright red wheels on it. He's doing a good job. He's in 5th place. Looks like he's going to be catching Tony here before too long, putting on a big battle here for the 4th place.
Yeah, big battle going on in 4th place. Lots of action around the track. Marlon McMullen in that 3rd spot. He's safe at the moment. Behind is Sam Sutton back in the 5th position with those bright orange wheels. Looking good, or orangish red, I guess you could say. And he's got a good run going on right now. Sam Sutton, this is a good position for him. Michael Fulcher follows behind him in 6th. Michael Schrayer currently in the 7th position. In 8th, Nathan Schartner. And 9th is Bo Kubis following. We got a good pack of cars right here, guys. Chad Chastain moving up now as he is currently in the 10th position. Let's keep an eye on the number 9 machine as his Holden Commodore moving up through this field. Oh, he's looking really good, guys. He's fixing to catch this pack of cars that is Bo Kubis in 9th, Nathan Schartner and Michael Schrayer. A 3-car pack that has a good battle up for 7th place going on at the moment here. Already on lap number 3 of 25. Lots of intense action here in only 25 laps. We'll keep you posted how and everything goes. How's things going in the start over in the 2nd split, Jim?
It's been really close so far, just like in the top split. We have a lot of close racing going on. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Everybody's still really close. Sanjin Alex out in front, followed by Max Wilsden, Jack Flood, Graham Filan, Cade Blaney, Ryan Shelton, Jason Quire, Matt Yeomans, Josh Drake, and Simon Pitt are your top 10. There was only one little bump, which is really great to see. That was turn 2, nothing getting together in the hairpins. This is a very challenging track, traditionally low grip, very hard to get the power down here in the V8 because even though it's a new car, it's still lots of power, small tires, still very difficult to drive here.
Up here in the top split, we've had something happen. The newcomer to the series, Christian, he found himself in the pits. It don't look like he's got any damage to the car. It's a possibility with it being in that early in laps that he may have loaded his qualifying set or something to that effect, but he did spend some time in the pits already. That puts him back down into the 17th position. So a tough start here for newcomer Christian Peterson, who had a heck of a race here yesterday.
Yeah. P-Money in the Wicked Auto Sports Holden Commodore. That is a wicked paint. I love it. It's got the Jeg sponsorship on the back quarter panel. Fantastic looking skin there from Christian Peterson. Go ahead there, Jim.
I was going to say Christian's just exploded on the scene. I raced with him earlier this week at the Gras Sim Series. He won that race. Very challenging field. Last night he came in on the podium after starting, I believe, 10th. It was up to 6th by lap 5 or something like that. It was ridiculous. He's just exploded on the scene. Lots of great speed out of him. That's kind of disappointing for tonight, though.
All right, lots of action right here, guys. Look at 9th place driver Chad Chastain in the SimFit SDC Holden. He is on attack right now. He's already moved up another spot. He has the American flag on the roof and now trying to get around the number 5 machine of Nathan Schartner. Nathan has great pace at the moment, but with the threatening car of Sports Own is right there. Now he's going to look for a move to the inside. He will not find the grip needed from the Holden. He's going to have to hold on and just ride right behind Schartner. Up ahead of him, guys, a great battle continues between Bo Kubis and Michael Schrayer. Bo now goes to the inside. Bo Kubis makes the move and will successfully make the pass, boys. The number 3 car has moved up into the 7th spot and continues to move forward.
Yeah, great job by Michael Schrayer there. He sensed him coming, gave him plenty of room, and allowed that pass to happen without a hitch.
Fantastic run from all these guys. A good start to the race. I'm very impressed with what we've seen so far through 5 laps.
JD, here at the back in 16th, we've got a couple newcomers to the series having one heck of a race here, so I'm glad to see this. We got Troy Eddy and Troy Barman. These guys are having a great race for their first race here in the America Series.
Fantastic news, Kane. I'm going to go ahead and do a rundown of how we are right now. Mitchell McLeod still out in the lead, guys. and he is looking fantastic in the number 8 machine in the Torque Holden. Back behind him, it's Curtis Chipaway in second. Third is Marlon McMullen, the 2-time America's champ and the Red Bull racing machine tonight. Back in fourth, it's Tony Ottridge, as 5th place held out with Sam Sutton. Back in 6th place, in 6th place is Sam Sutton. 7th place is I did it right, I'm sorry. I got to get used to this new thing, boys, I'm telling you. Michael Fulcher is in 6th, Bo Cubis 7th. 8th place, Michael Schrayer. 9th is Chad Chastain with Nathan Shartner back. Nathan has lost the position as Chad just made the pass, boys. So Chad Chastain has moved up another spot there. Nathan is now back in 10th. 11th is Peter Barlow. And then we go to 12th, Michael Cracknell. Jason Dixon is in the 13th position. 14th is Gabriel Alejandro Legnini. And then back in 15th is Troy Eddy. 16th, Troy Barman, Christian Peterson, and 17th, and Ray Bader Jr. is 2 laps down, but is still trucking forward, boys.
Yeah, lots of newcomers to the series. That makes me very happy to see new faces.
Yeah, me too. Another thing that makes me happy is going to be the number 6 car, guys. Here comes Curtis Chipaway. He's starting to actually put some pressure back on the Torque Holden of Mitchell McLeod. Mitchell had a fantastic start, and he got away. He was at about a 3-car length lead for a long time, then actually moved a little bit further ahead of Curtis, but Curtis is starting to inch closer back toward the leader. We could have a battle on our hands for the lead.
Yeah, less than half a second now between leader Mitch McLeod and second place Curtis Chipaway. Curtis is reeling him in, and like you say, we're going to see a battle before this thing's over.
Well, let's just talk about Mr. Chipaway for a minute. He had an unbelievable run over the past few seasons, and he has just been improved. Improvement would be an understatement, guys. He has become one of the elite drivers in the America Series. And it used to be just kind of a middle-of-the-pack racer who would jump up every now and again and have a good race. But he has just been unbelievably consistent lately. And this season, I think, is his time to shine. He's already showing out early in race 1 of season 4 in 2014. He has a fantastic run right now on the leader. And at any moment, guys, he could be on the inside trying to make a move for the pass for the lead.
I'm not sure we're talking about the same Curtis Chipaway there, JD.
We are talking about the same one, my man. He is fantastic.
He is.
I was
He's always
thinking
been really good in the car. Me and him, well, he and I, sorry, oh my gosh, my grammar. We raced together at Can-Am. He was always really strong. He had pedal troubles, actually, if you believe it. He had some pedals that just wouldn't hold a calibration for quite some time, so he really stopped racing. And he got some new pedals towards the middle to end of last season, which actually caused him some grief last night when he was still kind of getting used to them. And I think it's only helped his performance.
Yeah, JD's in that same boat. JD just got him some new pedals.
I mean, JD might actually drive a car for once.
He has
That's
been, and he's noticed that a good set of pedals really makes a huge difference.
Yeah,
It really does.
It's made a huge difference. And any racer out there watching the broadcast right now, out there watching this, I never imagined in my wildest dreams what type of improvement or difference in the feel of the racing as getting new pedals. As we watch right now, Tony Ottridge getting ready to make a move on Marlon McMullen. This is for 3rd place, guys. A podium battle going on between the two as the Red Bull holding on for dear life as Tony Ottridge putting on the heat. But back to what we were saying about the pedals, makes a humongous difference. I have to thank Get Dirty MX for those pedals, as they were awesome right there by hooking me up with those. And man, they're unbelievable. Somebody must have heard me talking about how bad my other pedals were, because it was just an unbelievable change. So
sorry, we just had an issue here in the second split. Unfortunately, Jack Wood was running 3rd place, and he spun coming out of turn 9, which is so easy. He's going to drop back to 11th.
Here in the first split, we got Michael Schrayer holding off a fast Chad Chastain that's really been on his bumper for the last 2 laps. And Chad really putting the pressure there for that 7th place, or 8th place rather, sorry.
Man, And still watching this battle between third and fourth place as Tony Ottridge looking to make a move. And checking him out in his new paint as well. Looks pretty good there. And here, guys, he might be going to the inside up here. Let's see what happens. He's going to try to find a little bit of daylight. None can be found, but he is stuck on the bumper of the Red Bull Holden of Marlon McMullen, the two-time champ here in the Americas. A fantastic run between the two, the HRS machine, the hybrid racing simulations machine right there with it. The TTR boys got him some new skins on these new Holdens.
I think you're going to see a lot of that.
Oh yeah, I'm so used to seeing the old blue and white hybrid racing simulation skin, and it's just cool seeing a new one. And everybody knows I'm a Ford guy, but I'll give these Holdens credit there. They are an awesome looking car, and they do look fantastic.
Oh my gosh, it's a great looking car. I know I kind of downplayed it a little bit with the render that iRacing put out because you couldn't really make out a lot of detail, but it's a good looking car, and I tell you, they did a great job on the template. It is so easy to paint this car, so much of an improvement. I think you're going to see a lot of really good paint jobs.
Yeah, we've already seen some incredible work put out by none other than V8's own Mr. Nethercoat. His paints are just some of the best I've ever seen. I mean, there's just no way else to put it, and he's already unbelievable ones. I believe that Red Bull paint you're seeing run right now by Marlon McMullen is one of his works. Fantastic job by Matthew Nethercoat.
Yeah, he did an HRT scheme that a lot of people are running. That one's really good too. Another guy you want to look at, Mitch McLeod, his Torque Racing. He's the one that did that.
Really fantastic work there, and I want to put the camera on the leader there as the Torque Holden Commodore out in the lead right now and in the number 8 machine tonight. And he has kind of earned a little bit of his lead back that he had just a little bit of a go. It's not a big lead still. Kurt's still in the hunt, but he has got a little bit of that pressure off of his shoulders, and he can now focus a little bit clear-headed as he is enjoying this lead as we're just at the end of lap number 10, about to start lap number 11 here at Okayama. Jim, let's go ahead and give us a little bit of a rundown of what's happening over there in the second split as we get near the halfway point in these races.
Well, I'm trying to keep up, honestly. It's Sanchin Delalic is still out in front with a 4-second lead over Max Wilson, but 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, all within about a second and a half each other. Ryan Shelton, Graham Filan, Jason Quire, Matt Yeomans, lots of close racing. It's really great to watch. Is running 7th, Josh Drake 8th, Simon Pitt 9th, Paul Slavonic 10th, Jack Flood 11th, Jason Beach 12th, Alexander Hebert 13th, Abby Beckert 14th. He's a teammate of, we got some changes going on right now. Abby Beckert's up to 13th. Like I said, he was a teammate of Mitch McLeod's there. Adrian Hunter 14th, DeMerchant, 15th. And David Tejada 17th. I know I skipped 16th there because we had some changes going on, so it all kind of changed in front of me. And like you, JD, I'm having a little issue getting up with this new interface and display. It takes a little bit getting used to.
It really does. It is definitely different, and when you're used to doing something a certain way for so long, it's almost second nature. Boy, it's going to take a little bit of time for me to get used to the new interface. So like I said, I've already apologized. I've already messed up once with it, and I know it'll happen again.
Hey, look, guys. Curtis Chipway, he's broadcasted his race tonight on Twitch, and he's showing us all what it looks like to drive one of these cars around the track. He's got a camera on himself as well as his in-car view, and we brought that up on the broadcast here to show everybody, well, how Curtis drives his car around this track.
That's fantastic footage, Kane.
A very noticeable difference in the delay from Twitch compared to the delay in YouTube. His car that he's broadcasting now on Twitch is in a completely different location on the track than what his car is here on the YouTube broadcast.
One of the things I wanted to mention real quick while we have a little bit of a lull in the action up there, because we don't hear. This user interface, the big changes are all been brought out because of the team racing, and I think you're going to get to see a big thing about the team racing tomorrow with the Bathurst 1000 race that's going to be put on.
Yeah, the Bathurst 1000 tomorrow night. It's going to be about midnight here in America. I'm not sure. I don't know what that's going to be in Australia. One of the Australian guys will have to let us know. But yeah, that thing is going to be fantastic. About 6 hours of racing. We're actually going to get to see some driver swaps and definitely some of the racers in the V8 Supercar will be here. Not only just the racers in our online series will be here, but we'll actually have real V8 Supercar drivers such as Scotty McLaughlin and Shane Van Gisbergen. We'll also see Justin Rugger will be here from the Kumo Tire Series.
And that's going to be exciting. That's going to be something you guys aren't going to want to miss. In fact, I have to work 2 double shifts, both Saturday and Sunday. But you know what? It is just so happens that the majority of that race will be when I'm in between work. Who needs sleep, man? We got to have Bathurst racing, boys.
Yeah, JD, since we've taken a little break from the action here for a minute, let's do a rundown and get caught back up on this race.
Fantastic idea, Kane. Out in the lead right now, guys, still is the number 8 machine in the Torque Commodore. It's Mitchell McLeod with a nice lead over second place, Curtis Chipaway, and the 6 machine. Back in third is the Shartner. Very good job by these guys, as there's going to be a 4-car battle here in a blink of an eye. And all this happening with plenty of time left in this race, so anybody can still make a move here, as these guys right here are flirting with top 10s. Oh, just ahead of that pack, if you look, the number 9 machine, the SDC Motorsports driver of Chad Chastain, looking to get ahead just one more. He'd like to inch his way up to 6th. That is Michael Fulcher. Now, for a long time now, the Simpit Ford Falcon, oh, I did it. The Simpit Commodore, excuse me, I knew it would happen. The Simpit Commodore has been driving by himself, guys, out of any traffic for a long time. Remember, he didn't have a qualifying time, started very far back in the field, and now he has worked his way up to Michael Fulcher, who is currently riding in the 6th position and not far away from the 5th place driver of Sam Sutton. So we still have enough time. We could see if Chad Chastain could work his way all the way up to a top 5. It could happen, boys. Chad Chastain started the race today in 17th. Put that on your notes.
For anybody out there that thinks this new car has made the V8s easier to drive, or the fact that this circuit isn't challenging, because it's very challenging on paper, we just had Matt Yeomans about a lap ago on turn 3, which is just a little kink. The rear end snapped out into the wall. Matt Yeomans, who was running, I believe, 6th at the time, he was in a tight battle. Well, he was 5th. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Oh, and we got Ryan Shelton out of control right now, too, from 4th place. Sorry, 3rd place. So, yeah, these guys, this is just a difficult car, difficult track, and the racing up here in the 2nd split is still very tight. Yeah, we've got a good battle going here for 10th, 11th, and 12th with Adrian Hunter, Alexander Hebert, and Abby Beckert. They're only separated by about half of a second. Like I said, up until just a moment ago, 3rd, 4th, and 5th were only separated by about half a second also. It's just very tight racing. This is great to see.
Boy, we still got it going on right now, too, here in the top split. I'm watching back here in 8th place, Michael Schrader trying to hold on for life, as he has plenty of company behind him. Not one, but 2 cars with Nathan Shartner and Peter Barlow now. And the Osram Commodore trying to hold on to 8th place. He's got a good run going on at the moment, but he's definitely, guys, has a close view of both Peter Barlow and Nathan Shartner in the rear view.
And just think for the guys out there watching, when we get both the Ford Falcon and Holden on the same track, is this going to be amazing or what?
It's gonna be a mouthful for you, I'm sure.
Oh, it'll be great. It'll be all kind of fun. It's funny because I can nail it when we do the NASCAR iRacing series. I get the Ford Fusion and the Chevy SS and the Toyota Camry just fine, but when we have just one car, it'll throw me. Isn't that something?
Yeah, especially when we just changed after so long of having the Fords to switch it over to the Holden. It's, man, I've caught myself about 10 times tonight wanting to say Ford, and I realized at the last second that we ain't in the Ford no more, and so I just choose not to say anything at all.
Well, I'll tell you what to choose right now. Choose to look at the 9 car again, as Chad Chastain has got up close to Michael Fulcher. He's not quite at striking distance yet, but on lap 19, he is very much still alive and well, and looking at maybe possibly trying to find his way at least into 6th place as he looks at Michael Fulcher's number 4 machine. He is right there, guys, at the Kamikaze Race Team Holden, and at any moment now, we should see the SDC Motorsports driver, Chad Chastain, look to make a move. He has got himself right up there with him.
Yeah, with 7 laps to go, there is no doubt that Chad Chastain is still in contention to get a good position in this race. He's already gained up. Just since we've been talking, he's reeled in all that space to Mike Fulcher. He's within half a second now.
Oh yeah, he is right there, guys. He has his sights set on him, and a small mistake by Michael Fulcher there, very small, as he just got a tire or 2 off track there, and that may cause just enough slowdown time for him to get, yes it will, and now it will put him right on the bumper. It will allow Chad Chastain right where he needs to be. This is going to be fun. You're not going to want to miss this, as right now we come around Mike Knight corner, heading to last corner in just a second. Let's see what happens as these guys battle down towards the start-finish line to start lap 20 at 25. Here's a great run off the final corner for Chad Chastain. Oh, he gets a little loose. That's going to cost him a little bit of time. He's going to use the draft down the front straightaway here at Okayama International Circuit. The Holden KRT machine. Beautiful turn in from Michael Fulcher to hang on to 6th place for the moment. But he definitely has his hands full with this SDC Motorsport driver, Chad Chastain, right there, man. I think it's coming, guys. Oh, Chad ain't going nowhere, boys. He is right there with Michael Fulcher. Now, Michael looks very calm and collective, if you ask me, for having such a fast driver right behind you. He doesn't look like it's even bothering him in the next level KRT machine. He is holding on and down this long straightaway here, and this is a good opportunity for both drivers. It's a good opportunity for Michael Fulcher to kind of make some time up through these tight sections here. It's a good opportunity for a pass when they get to the end of this for Chad Chastain. And let's see who's going to win, because they are still bumper to bumper.
Yeah, I like how you put that. Fulcher is holding on.
Ha ha. You killed me.
But man, he really is. He is hanging in there right now, boys. He is just, oh.
About
Got to
now
pop down
is
back down a couple positions. Sorry, Jim, but we got to at least make a mention of Nathan Schartner here with his battle on the bumper of Michael Schreier. Peter Barlow's right in that mix too, so I got to give Michael Schreier some serious props. He has held off a heck of a conglomerate of cars there for lap after lap, so great job to Michael Schreier.
Yeah, good job by Michael Schreier, but what has happened is with Nathan Schartner now trying to get in this battle to pass the Osram Holden, it's actually stacked up a little bit of traffic, so we now have a almost a 5-car battle if Bo Kubis can get up there in the action, and we have it's a very tight battle for position, and I am loving Michael Cracknell's paint as it just popped up. Of course, you know my beautiful Trading Paint's how it works on me. I get it 3/4 of the way through the race, which is just past where we're at. But look at that sim pit Holden. Oh, wait a second, don't look at that, because down on the inside, will we see a pass? Michael Schreier holds on for position as Nathan Schartner down to the inside. We're going to go door to door And then we see a great defensive move from Michael Schrayer to hold on to 8th position for good racing between these two.
Yeah, back to the Simpet Falcon there of Michael Cracknell. Want to mention paint, the Simpet paint. The realistic flames on that thing just look terrific. That paint was painted by the guy that does our race reports for the V8 Supercar series.
Mr. Paul Slavonic.
That's right. Yeah, he done a fantastic job on it.
Paul did a wonderful job on those paints. And Paul, I'm putting in my request now for a JD V8's online paint for my Holden, buddy.
Yeah, those flames look really good.
That is
but
awesome.
Not to take away from the other Simpet paint jobs, because man, that looks fantastic. The blue and white and silver. They've done a fantastic job with that one. I love the American flag on the roof. Looks fantastic.
They got an Australian flag for the Aussie guys too.
That is true.
I mean, come on.
Well, yeah, we got the Aussie flag, and then if you go look on the roof of Curtis Chipway, he has the Canadian flag, the Canada flag. It's what I'm going to call it now. And so that's really cool. I like seeing guys represent where they're from. A lot of people don't realize the global aspect of sim racing, but we have guys from all over this planet, and they're all racing on the same track. It's really amazing to me how this stuff works. And,
Chad Chastain to the inside. Is he going to get it? He does back down and tucks back in behind Mike Fulcher.
All right, here he goes, though, guys. Going to try to rebound on the inside. A good run right now from Michael Fulcher to stay alive through Mike Knight corner. He has things just where he wants them. Beautiful run from the next level KRT machine of Michael Fulcher to hang on here as they head down towards the start-finish line to start lap 23 of 25. Running out of time, and that is sensed by SDC driver Chad Chastain. He knows he has got to make a move if he wants to find this top 6. He has to get up past that number 4 car of Michael Fulcher.
Michael Fulcher doing a great job to hold off such a hard charging Chad Chastain.
Oh, we got another battle, guys, as right now Michael Schrayer holds on for dear life. Here comes Nathan Schartner. He's coming up again, and we have a 4-way battle. It has really gotten tight between these 4.
Bo Cubis finds his way up into the mix and makes that a 5-way battle there. Everybody looking for that 8th place position of Michael Schrayer.
Boy, Michael Schrayer holding on. We look at Bo Cubis. Welcome to the party. He's looking ahead to Michael Cracknell. Cracknell looks, we got a car sitting out by itself. That is going to be, we're going to see 2. We're going to go side by side down the straightaway here. Things could get interesting as we come into the hairpin. Side-by-side action all the way through the hairpin. Beautiful driving, no contact made, but we are door-to-door still through the middle of the pack. Those are guys like Michael Cracknell and Peter Barlow. Joe Cubis trails this 4 or 5 car pad. And here we go, 2 to go, guys. 2 laps to go here in the race. And a good jump up for the SDC driver, Michael Cracknell. He moved up a spot as he got around Peter Barlow. Now looking to get around Nathan Schartner. He can make up 2 spots here with 2 to go.
Yeah, I think we're going to see Bo Cubis going to get into this mix. He's going to want 1 or 2 of those spots too in these last couple laps.
Yeah, a lot of, when these guys are as tight as they are, Kane, you can make up a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and that is really what Bo Cubis needs to do after his early race troubles. And right now, really trying to get things done. He's trying to get around Peter Barlow at the moment, but Peter holding his own for right now. Let's check in back. I just want to see what's happening with Chad Chastain. That battle is still going on between him and Michael Fulcher. Fast Fulch at it again. I am very, very impressed with the way Michael Fulcher has held his own against a very, very fast Chad Chastain tonight. Been fantastic. Now Chad's going to try to look for some room and a little bit of daylight down on the inside as they head into the hairpin. He has to slow down. The grip on those tires is getting hard to come by, and he knows it. He's got to have to be very careful. If he pushes too hard, he can go in too hot and take out both drivers' races. He doesn't want to do that, so he's hanging in the best he can. Fantastic driving from both of these drivers in 6th and 7th.
Real quick, I want to check in on Christian Peterson, the driver we saw right at the beginning. And he finds himself back in 16th position, but running a real clean race.
Guys, I do want to say this as well, that we are on our final lap. Mitchell McLeod just drove through, and right now the white flag waving here at Okayama. The Torque Holden is on his way to winning race 1 of the 2014 Season 4 season. Fantastic job. Let's find out who's going to do what through the rear of the field.
Marlon McMullen's got some company now with Sam Sutton coming up to give Marlon a little battle.
That's exactly the words out of my mouth. Sam Sutton trying to get in and jump into the 4th position here, and he's going to try his best to get around Marlon. I don't know if he's going to have the time to do it, though, as he's going to have to be. Oh, side-by-side action, and Michael Fulcher going to lose position maybe. Side-by-side, and Chad may have him once at last. He does. Makes the pass on the final lap. Will it hold through the remainder of the race? As the Sim Pit Ford Falcon has moved up into the 6th position. Now back to the inside is Fast Fulch, and he now tries to make a move. Great rebound from the Sim Pit Falcon. Here comes, listen to me go. All the excitement has me back on a Ford. It's a Holden, and I'm sorry. Beautiful run from Chad Chastain to rebound twice to hold that position. Let's check it out, boys, as we watch our leader. Let's take a look really quick and take a peek at leader. Ahead of Curtis, your winner tonight, none other than Mitchell McLeod, winning race 1 in the 2014 Season 4. Second place will go to Curtis Chipaway, Tony Ottridge third, Marlon McMullen squeaks out 4th, 5th Sam Sutton, and 6th it will go to Michael Fulcher. And that was a unbelievable run right there. Michael Fulcher takes 7th actually, as Chastain took 6th. 7th is 8th is Michael Schreier. 9th Michael Cracknell. Nathan Schartner will come down in 10th. 11th goes to Peter Barlow. 12th Bo Cubis. Jason Dixon in 13th. 14th Gabriel Alejandro Legnini. And Troy Barman will take 15th. 16th Christian Patterson. Troy Eddy 17th, and Raymond F. Bader Jr. comes in 10 laps down and finishes up the 18-car field. What a race here in the top. Let's run over real quick while the guys cool down these engines and talk with none other than our own Jim Davey. Jim, tell us what's going on in the second split.
Well, we're finishing up right now. Sanjin Delalic managed to hold on from the pole, led every lap. Finished first. Sanjay Delalic's your winner in second split. Max Wilsden, I hope I'm saying that right, second place. Graham Filan managed to hold off Ryan Shelton for about the last half of the race. Less than a second between them for the second half of the race. They finished half a second apart. Graham Filan third, Ryan Shelton 4th. Jason Quire fell back. He ended up 5th. Cade Belaney 6th. Paul Slavonic, there you go, your buddy, 7th. Jack Flood 8th. Simon Pitt 9th, Abby Beckert 10th, Adrian Hunter 11th, Jason Beach was 12th, Alexander Herbert was 13th. Both of them were a lap down. Matt Yeomans, after running in the top 5 for a lot of the race, ended up 5 laps down in 14th. Josh Drake ended up 15th. Seth DeMarchant 16th. David DeHato was 17th. Seth and David were both 12 laps down. I know we had a third split. I do apologize. We don't have anybody there, so we'll try to get those results pretty quickly here.
We're going to have to get us a recruit to go into the third split if we start having a third split on a regular basis, Jim.
I know we are.
Man, I'm just still very impressed with how things ended up tonight. What a great way to start this 2014 Season 4. Unbelievable, guys. I know it's a shortened season, but I think that's going to up the intensity. I think it's going to make it really neat to have a shortened season. It's going to be a fun season instead of a full, long, drawn-out season. It'll just be a short and sweet season, and I think it's going to be a nice treat for us. Well, I'll tell you what, now that we, before we get running, I'm going to do one more rundown now of the final results just to go through them again so that I say them without going crazy. I know I was going a little bit crazy there at the end of the race, but a big win from Mitchell McLeod as he takes the checkered flag in race 1. Curtis Chipaway does a fantastic job in taking second. Third goes to the Hybrid Racing Simulations Holden of Tony Autrich. Marlon McMullen in the Red Bull machine takes fourth. Fifth place is going to go to Sam Sutton. Sixth place, Chad Chastain. Seventh place will go to Michael Fulcher with Michael Schreier taking eighth. Michael Cracknell will take the ninth spot, and rounding out our top 10 is Nathan Schartner. Peter Barlow just missed out on the top 10, taking spot 11. 12th went to Bo Cubis, and Jason Dixon in unlucky 13th. 14th went to Gabriel Alejandro Legnini. Troy Barman took 15th. 16th went to Christian Peterson. Troy Eddy in 17th, and our 18th and final spot on the grid was Raymond F. Bader Jr., who finished 18th. That's how they finished, guys. What a race. I'm very impressed with how the race went tonight, and very excited that we just started a new season, because I am so happy to be back racing. For all those that may have missed, I do want to apologize first and foremost for not being able to broadcast the finale of Season 3, as Kane and myself were down in Talladega, Alabama at the NASCAR race. It was a really good time, but we sure did miss you guys and miss the broadcast, that is for sure. But it's good to be back, isn't it, boys?
I tell you what, I do have to apologize for this. I'm trying to get the results from the third split, and for whatever reason, I can't get them to come up. I do apologize. I know there were participants down there.
Yeah,
Well, while
having the
Jim's
same issue.
working
They
on
must
that,
still
I
be
guess
racing.
it's a good time we can go ahead and start talking to some of the drivers. We do have race winner Mitchell McLeod, who should be getting ready for come and have a word with us. Let's talk with the winner, Mitch McLeod, now. Mitch, welcome to the Get Dirty MX post-race show. Congratulations on winning race 1 of Season 4, my man. How are you tonight?
Cheers, guys. Yeah, not too bad tonight. It's I wasn't even going to do that race. I was sitting there figuring it all out of the Bathurst lap times for pre-qualifying for the boys, and one of my mates said, "Oh, there's a race about to go live," so I was like, "Yeah, all right, I'll jump in." So yeah, couldn't be happier.
Well, you gotta love that. Just hop in and show them what it's all about. You had some pressure from from Curtis Chipaway for a little bit there. Tell us a little. Did you ever have any worry of him getting you, or just things seem pretty smooth up there in the Holden?
Yeah, no, it definitely wasn't smooth. Had a look at the quality times before I jumped in and seen how close the top 5 guys. Getting a little bit worried then, but I started pulling away the first couple of laps, and I thought, oh yeah, if I keep this up, it'll be right. But then Curtis started chipping away at me, so yeah, ended up catching back up to me, back to about 4 tenths, and I just and then yeah, tried to get going again.
Well, I tell you what, Mitch, a wonderful performance, and I'll speak for the rest of the broadcast crew. We are extremely happy to have you here in the Americas, at least for one race, buddy. It's a privilege to have you here with us. And if we were in my favorite, my NASCAR world, you'd had today what we call a max points weekend. Got on the pole there, led every single lap, and won the race, man. It doesn't get any better than that. That's a perfect race and a job well done.
Yeah, thank you. It's yeah, couldn't have asked for much more really, but hopefully I'll stick with it a bit more this season. Last season I sort of lost the plot a bit towards the end of it, so this is my first America's race as well, so I keep forgetting to join up on a Saturday lunchtime here for us, so yeah, hopefully I can do a few more.
That'd be excellent. I do want to say one more thing though. Kane mentioned that you painted the livery on your car. I want to say fantastic job. It looks amazing, man. That's a job well done as well.
Yeah, cheers guys. Yeah, hadn't heaps of response over the deliveries that I've done, so yeah, must have done something right on it because everyone's loving it, so good to have it out the front.
Absolutely, buddy. Well, hang with us for a minute if you like. We always have tons to talk about once we get done with a few of the driver interviews. We have a little group discussion, and I hope you hang around for that, buddy.
Yeah, too easy. Sounds good.
Absolutely, and that is Mitchell McLeod, everybody, and we'll be hearing hopefully more from him here very soon. Let's bring in the guy that came in second place today, Curtis Chipaway. Big race for him. Kurt, welcome to the Get Dirty MX post-race show, and just got through finished with race number 1 of Season 4. Fantastic result there. Didn't get the win today, but a fantastic performance, finishing in second. Tell us a little bit about how it was in the new Holden.
Yeah, it was great. You know, there's I've been struggling all week. The past couple of days, I've been really figured the car out. So I was happy with my pace. I was pretty surprised I could keep up for good first half of the race. But then my tires just fell off, and I was just riding the rims for the rest of the race. And
Yeah, for a little while there, you were staying really well, staying right close with Mitchell McLeod with the race lead there. And we thought for a little while, for the majority of the race, you were definitely in contention to get up there and maybe fight for position and possibly get up there and try to win the race. And you ran the race on a pace that was much faster than the most of the race pace out there. So all in all, a great way to start this first season. You have to be proud with your performance.
yeah, I really am. I was, the only thing better is a race win. So, but it was a great result regardless. I'm quite happy with this start. Hope I can take the momentum through the season and try to get this championship.
Absolutely, Curtis. That's something I talked about during the broadcast is the improvement of you season to season through this entire year of 2014. And it's just been a steady incline of you getting better and better, and this may be your season. So keep your head up, buddy. We're excited, and we look forward to big things from you, man. Well, that's Curtis Chipaway, everybody. Hang tight with us. Kurt got loads to talk about. Next, let's bring in here the next driver. Well, shoot, let's have a little quick word with Michael Fulcher. Had a great race as well. Or actually, I'm going to bring him in next. I'm going to bring Marlon McMullen in next. Marlon, welcome to the Get Dirty MX post-race show. How you doing, my friend?
G'day guys, yeah, not too bad. How about yourselves?
Man, doing really good, Marlon. Fantastic run out there today. We look at the starting grid. And let's see, I'm trying to think. You started in fourth and ended up in fourth. Had a good race. We saw you in great battles all through the race. Tell us a little bit about how it felt in the new Holden.
Yeah, it was quite an awesome race. It's great to be back after the few weeks of the hiatus that we've had, and it's great to come back into such a beautiful, brand new spanking car. And yeah, had a little bit of a good little pace throughout the week, and fortunately just didn't have a little bit time. So came in this morning, did my first sort of handful of laps, and really connected with the car, and went into the race and had a really good start with Tony and Bo. And not too sure what happened to Bo. It's not too good to see him fall back like that, but yeah, it was good to be 3 wide into the first couple of corners. Always a little bit scary, but yeah, got away with it. And yeah, got away to the next sort of stint, and Tony started to slowly catch me, and yeah, he just had a couple of cracks at me, and unfortunately I ran wide at one of the corners and it set up to a really good pass, and he got by me really, with an awesome pass, tried to get him back on the switchback, but yeah, just couldn't get him. And yeah, then I slowly sort of faced the next part of the race, trying to catch Tony, only to realise Sam was catching me in quite a hurry. So yeah, good to see him come on board with such, awesome pace since the recent update.
Fantastic. We all know that you weren't a big fan of last season's tire model on the Ford Falcon, and tell us a little bit about how you feel about the new Holden. How does it compare to the way that the latest tire model felt on the old Ford?
It's a very different package from last season. Obviously, I don't really want to go into too much of last season and about my misery, but I slowly started to connect with the car last season, and I don't know if it was more of a mental thing myself, but this season came in with a new sort of mindset. Let's go racing, and yeah, went out there and tried to. And the car is slowly working with every sort of setup change that you make, and as the weeks slowly start to progress, we'll start seeing the guys slowly start to phase away a bit. At the moment, it's a really beautiful car to drive. You bounce it off the curbs, and it's very responsive. It's a little bit bouncy, like a little bit of a pogo stick on the rebound, but as I said, as the weeks slowly start to develop and pan out, we'll slowly make adjustments, I guess.
Absolutely. Well, I was going with that. I was just going to let you know that with the last season, we know it wasn't a big favorite of yours to begin with, but the adjustments that you made through the course of the season were very nice. And if you can continue to do that with how you started this season, man, look out for big things from you from the remainder of the season.
Yeah, cheers. As long as Mitchell keeps providing those awesome setup bases, yeah, we'll see how we go.
I might need to try out one of those setup bases. I need one bad. But thanks for having a chat with us. Really good performance tonight, Marlon. Hang tight. We got plenty to talk about, bud.
No problem. See you at Road Atlanta.
Absolutely, man. Let's bring in next on the show. Let's bring in Chad Chastain real quick. Have a word with him. Chad, welcome to the Get Dirty MX post race show. Happy to have you here. And tell me a little bit about the race tonight. Looks like we had fun watching you. That's for sure. You started the race tonight in 17th on the starting grid, and worked your way up over 11 spots up to 6th place. Tell me about this race.
That's what you get for not posting a qualifying time, but it was exciting. It was a lot of fun, and especially those last laps with Michael Fulcher was just an absolute blast, man. You know, we're all getting used to the new car, and it was just a lot of fun, and it really was. It was a very enjoyable race. I wish I had posted a time. Maybe I could have hung with some of those guys up front, but at the end of the day, it was just a lot of fun out there.
Man, I tell you what, watching you and Michael Fulcher exchanging like that was unbelievable. That's what racing is all about, that white knuckle back and forth for position. That was extremely fun to watch. And for those of you that might have missed that on the broadcast, make sure you rewind it, go back, watch it. It was around the last 4 to 5 laps of the race. Fantastic racing from both drivers. And just a job well done, Chad. A great way to start this final season of the 2014 year. Great job.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you know it, buddy. And before I let you go, just give me a little bit of insight on what your thoughts are on the new Holden and just how it felt today.
It's a pig. No, I'm just kidding. It's familiar, but you know I'm struggling. I'll admit that it drives much the same, and yet just different enough to where I've kind of had to rework my approach to the car. The setting the car up is different. It seems more rudimentary, and yet the changes that I make have a greater effect than on the old car. We'll get used to it. It seems a little bit more sluggish in the turns, but kind of getting our heads wrapped around it. A lot of thanks this week goes to Michael Fulcher and the Alliance for the work they put in on the setup, and I like it, and eventually I'll come around to love it. But right now, it's a testy relationship.
Absolutely, buddy. Well, fantastic performance, and the livery looked great as well. We look forward to seeing you next week here at Road Atlanta.
I'll be there, man. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Let's carry on with a few more interviews, and then we'll bring it up when everybody's in here. I want to go ahead and bring some of the guys waiting up. So bring in Sam Sutton real quick, have a quick word with him. Sam, welcome to the Get Dirty MX post-race show. How's things going, my man?
Yeah, they're good. I'm in a Holden, so it's much better.
Oh, all right. Sam's interview's over, so we'll go. No, I'm just kidding, buddy. I'm just kidding. I'll be honest, man. I'm very impressed with the Holden. I'm a Ford guy, and I'm very impressed with it. The racing was very exciting, especially because this was our first official race in it, so you know things can only get better from here. What a race you had tonight as well, buddy. Started in the 6th spot on the grid and worked hard to maintain up near the front. Finished in the 5th spot, a top 5 in week 1. You can't ask for much better than that. Great result, Sam.
Yeah, well, I mean, the 5th place was kind of gifted to me off the start when Bo got a slowdown, but other than that, we just kept my head down because I knew Fulch was coming, but when Bo and Chad got a battle with him, just took him away from me, and then had a good fight with Marlon at the end there.
It was an unbelievable battle you guys had, especially with Marlon. We saw that all throughout the race. It was just so fun to watch. And tell me a little bit about how the car performs when you're in a tight battle like you were with Marlon there. How does it perform in tight spots versus how the Falcon did?
I don't know, the Holden just suits my driving style a bit more. I like to turn the car earlier, so for me it doesn't feel any different in a battle to when you're in clean air, whereas the Falcon you would feel the tyres scrubbing a bit more when you're right up in someone's bumper.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I tell you what, man, it was extremely exciting to watch, and it was really fun seeing you do so well as a top 5. And we look forward to next week at Road Atlanta. It's a shortened season, so you almost feel like you have to be in mid-season form already, don't you?
Yeah, well, I hope I'm not in my mid-season form because that's always kind of rubbish. So usually my starter seasons are good, so hopefully I'll keep that rolling. And maybe next week we'll skin on the broadcast so the red wheels don't look odd.
Fantastic, Sam. Hang tight. We got lots to talk about. Before we do, Kane's going to bring us up to date with our third split. That's right, I said third split, as we had 3 splits tonight. Kane, go ahead and take us away with those points. Or Jim, whoever's got them.
Yeah, I'm still here, surprisingly enough, since I got work tomorrow. Yeah, third split, surprisingly enough. We had, I'm going to mess most of these names up, I'm too sorry. Jeff Gauchi, first place. Jody Bamford, second. Julian Medor, third. Colin Boyd, fourth. Shane Riley, fifth. Christopher Sherburne, sixth. Katie Rose Taranto, seventh. Josh Cheney, eighth. Dean Flavel, ninth. Peter Simons, 10th. Adam Highland, 11th. Dale Green, 12th. Paul McNally, 13th. Bruce Kaylee, I'm sorry, 14th. Jordan Repetto, 15th. Scott Mayer, 16th. And Paul Bestgrove in 17th.
Fantastic. 17 cars in the third split. That's awesome. Thanks for that update, Jim.
Yeah, but
Fantastic, man. I'm so excited. We have 3 splits here on Halloween. How about that, guys? I thought it was going to be very few drivers tonight because of the holiday, but a very special Halloween broadcast. And good job. Thanks for the update, Jim. Let's bring in Tony Autrich next. Tony just joined us, and let's bring him in for a post-race interview. Tony, welcome to the Get Dirty MX post-race show. How are you?
Hey guys, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Man, doing great. We're back to racing again, and really exciting. First of all, just want to say good to see you out there on the track. And started in 5th place on the starting grid tonight and finished with a podium. You're a 3rd spot on the podium. Tell me a little bit about how it was out there, how it felt.
Yeah, it was not too bad. I was actually expecting to be on pole when I went into the service, so that was a bit of a surprise. A few people jumped me in that last quali session. But yeah, the race was alright. I went 3 wide into turn 1, which was a bit exciting, but we got away with that. And yeah, had a good battle with Marlon, and yeah, ended up getting the podium, so not too bad.
No, not bad at all. It's it's an unbelievable result, and hopefully just keep things going right where you. Looks like you're going to keep them rolling right where you left off last season in season 3. You know, we're really happy to have you here in the Americas Series, and looking for you to have a big season.
Yeah, we've got a few different names. It'll be a bit tough. It shows up every week, but yeah, it should be good fun.
Yeah, he did okay tonight, but be great competition for you. And we look forward to seeing you next week at Road Atlanta, buddy. Best of luck to you. Hang tight.
Also, you know, JD and I wasn't here for the finale last season, so I want to take this minute to congratulate you. What a fantastic season you had last season.
Yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, I got a bit lucky at the end there with he missed Canada, so we both only had 1 week. We didn't have any drop weeks, so yeah, that bad result at Bathurst gave me the win pretty much.
Man, fantastic. Don't make it sound like you won by default. It was a great performance all season long from you, Tony.
Yeah, it was a good season. Yeah, I still had to beat Bo at the last round, so I did that for sure.
Absolutely, buddy. And Kane and me are going to try to grasp a hold of that replay and make a delayed broadcast for that finale so that you can have a broadcast to go back to and watch you win the championship. Be pretty cool.
Yeah, it'd be good, eh?
Absolutely, man. Hang tight. Like I said, loads to talk about. Next, I want to bring in Michael Fulcher. Don't want to hold him out too long. He had a wonderful race as well. Michael, welcome to the Get Dirty MX post-race show. How was the KRT machine, and how you feeling, man?
Yeah, g'day JD, Kane. Pretty happy with that, man. I like that track. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, hard race with some fast boys again, but very happy with the result.
Yeah, it was awesome. You started 7th on the starting grid tonight. Of course, finished 7th as well. Great performance. It wasn't just an easy drive out there for you. Had loads of battles to deal with. Had a great one with Chad. We talked with Chad a little bit earlier, and he talked about how much fun he had with you guys. That exchange that y'all had late in the race, that was what racing's all about, and that's sure to make a highlight reel.
Yeah, I hope so. It's definitely a highlight for me. he was catching me. He was steadily chipping away, and he got to me. So I knew he had more pace than me. But just because KRT STC Alliance doesn't mean I'm going to move over and make life too easy for him. So I battled it out, and kept it tight in the apexes, and didn't give him any chances until the last. Getting really taily, and I was adjusting the bars, and then it come to understeer, so I'd adjust it back, and just doing everything I can to hold him at bay. And I had a couple of handfuls of opposite lock on that last lap, and you only got to open the door a little bit for Chad, and he's on there, jump on in. So great job, Chad. It was good fun.
Gotta say, Mike, I'm loving the new mic.
Good stuff. Yeah, I got a sound card installed and did a few things because I noticed my voice quality was down quite a bit. So hopefully that's a lot better now.
Oh, it's wonderful. Absolutely. It sounds wonderful.
Excellent. I'd just like to take the chance to thank our sponsors for this season, Next Level Racing. It's the first race that we can actually reflect that on our cars. So welcome aboard, guys, and thanks for your sponsorship.
Yeah, I noticed that on the car, and looks great. New skin, by the way, looks fantastic.
Yeah. Credit's got to go to Mark Anderson for that one. He's our team painter. He's done a great job with all the cars this season. We're all very happy with him.
Absolutely, buddy. Congrats again. Let's bring in next. I want to have a word with Bo Kibis here. Bring Bo in. Bo, welcome to the Get Dirty MX post race show. How you doing, man?
Yeah, pretty good considering.
Yeah, man. It was a pretty good race. Take me back a little bit. Walk me kind of through what happened there on the fallback.
I got a pretty crap start, and then I got a slowdown on lap 1, so that put me mid-pack. It was all good fun though. Had a with the guys down there to get past them, and then caught up to Fulcher and ended up spinning out in one of the slow speed corners, which was just very talented of me. And that was sort of after that. I just poked along and done a Russell Engel and slammed into the side of a few of the other boys in the last couple of laps, just to top things off. It was great.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was fun watching. If we would have had this would have been a 30-lap race instead of 25. You really had a chance to make up about another 4 spots. You were right on the tail end there at the end of the race of a good 4 or 5 car battle. You were actually the 5th car in a 4-car battle. And right there, if I believe you'd have had a few more laps, you could have turned this in to a really big race and a big comeback. Just kind of ran out of laps there. The car actually looked good other than the incidents. Looked like everything was running pretty good for you.
Yeah, setup was pretty good. Thanks to iRacing, baseline. But
yes, somebody runs the baseline like me. All right.
I full circled the setup. I beat my head against the wall for a week trying to go in a certain direction to get the car to be fast, and I've gone back to the baseline and done a PB and then done 3 PBs back to back in qualifying with pretty much the baseline. So it's a little bit depressing, but it's fun.
Oh, it really is. Real quick, just looking forward to getting back on and talk a minute. We just had a chance to talk with the champion from last season with Tony Ottridge, but wanted to congratulate you as well. Kane and myself were at the race on the final week of the season. We're unable to do a broadcast, but wanted to congratulate you on such a great job on season 3. You did an unbelievable season long, and coming up just short of the championship. It's going to be fun to watch you this season, buddy.
Yes, thanks heaps, Jay and Kane. I really appreciate that.
It was truly fun to watch, and there were several times of broadcasting where I called you Bo Cattell, and it's just because of that Bo C right there, man. It hit me. Because don't feel bad. I call him Bo Kibis all the time, so it's just comes with the territory.
Yeah, I understand.
But good job out there, man. We know your great things are coming. We'll be next week. I've seen you drive very well there, so looking forward to the result next week.
Thanks.
Absolutely, Bokubis, everybody. And now it's time to bring in none other than, let's bring in our good friend, Mr. Graham Philander, as we know him, Bones. Graham, welcome to the Get Dirty MX Post Race Show. I feel like it's been a month since I've exchanged words with you. How are you, my man?
G'day, JD Kane. Yeah, good, mate.
Man, it's so good to see you up here in the top split doing well. 3 splits here on this opening night of season 4 of our shortened season. Happy Halloween to you, buddy, and all those great things. And let's look at the performance tonight as we look at, or no, you weren't in the top split, you're in the second split.
Second split, yeah.
Yeah, no, I felt, yeah, I'm sorry, buddy.
That's all right. I'm back where I belong, mate. That was,
No!
yeah, it was the best fun I had in a long time. I had a really good battle with one of Mitch's young up-and-comings, Jack Flood, at the start. And then he had a little bit of a slide, and then there was a 4-way battle for third. Yeah, ended up getting it in the end.
You know, that seems to be the going trend tonight. That's a word that has been going around the garage, I guess you could call it. And that word is fun. Everybody seemed to have a good fun time tonight.
Oh yeah, we were battling, yeah, bumper to bumper there for the whole race. So, a little bit different for me. Usually just prodding along by myself.
That's
waiting
what
for someone to fall off.
That's what it's all about, man. We had a lot of new names out there tonight too. It was fun to see. I'm sure you had share down there in the second split. Jim kept us updated throughout, and but man, I'm just, it's good to talk to you, buddy, and I'm glad you had a good time tonight. And
Yeah, good to be back.
I don't care what you say, you belong in the top split, and you'll be back up here very soon, man. I'm sure
It's a short season for me. I'm heading off, so I'll probably leave those spots for someone fighting for the championship.
Sounds good, buddy. At least, you know, I know in the second split you're going to have fun over there because you'll be battling for wins over there. So, but you know, just keep doing what you're doing, man. You're on that incline, my friend.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks.
Absolutely. Let's bring in next Christian Peterson and have a word with him. Christian, welcome to the Get Dirty MX Post Race Show. How are you?
Pretty good, guys. How you doing?
Man, we're doing good tonight. Have had a lot of words with a lot of the drivers. And first and foremost, welcome to the show, man. We're happy to have you here. Tell me a little bit about the performance tonight. You had a good start on the starting grid, started in the 8th spot on the grid, and had a little bit of an incident. We saw you in the pits early. Kind of walk us through how things went there.
Yeah, I mean, this was my first real America's race. I did the one last night. I got second, but the start, I kind of got off to a bad start, lost a spot, and then I got a slowdown in after the hairpin, and I thought I gave up enough time. I gave up like 7, 8 spots, and it ended up giving me an 18-second stop and go. So I had to come down pit road for that, and then it was just an uphill battle from there.
Yeah, those can really, really, really be killer. Very understandable. But, man, we're extremely happy to have you here in the America Series and looking for big things from you, Christian. I know that, you know, unfortunate events tonight, but definitely showing promise there. Obviously, if you can earn yourself a second-place finish in your first America's race, that's really awesome, man. Just keep up the good work, and we'll look for some big results this season.
Yeah, tonight's result wasn't bad either. We did see right there as we were coming to the end, you managed to catch the field, and the guys you caught were having a great race. They were no slouches. They were doing a great job themselves. So to reel them guys in from all that ways back, 18-second stop and go penalty. You actually had a really good drive tonight.
Yeah, thanks. I I was pushing to get that top 15. I got to his bumper out of the last corner, and I just got a little bit too much wheel spin there, and lost about a tenth or two.
Yeah, that hurts. But like Kane said, the rebound like that shows tons of promise, and really excited. Good to see another American in the America Series. No offense to my Aussie friends, love you guys to death, but it is good to see Americans jumping in the V8 Supercar. But glad to have you here on the show, man, and hang tight because we got stuff to talk about the new season. Let's bring in We'll drag Jim Davey back in here real quick, and let's grab Mr. Jason. Jason Dixon, welcome to the Get Dirty MX post-race show. How are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, thank you.
Good, buddy. I had to save the man. Tell us a little bit about the race tonight. A great run, man. Started 12th and finished 13th. Had a good run. You were in part of that. Had a couple good battles here and there. Just kind of walk me through how things went for you tonight.
Yeah, I was surprised with how well I was able to keep up with everyone during this week practicing with this car. I've been nowhere struggled heaps, and it was just a last-minute advice from Bo that's really helped my pace-wise. I pretty much lapped every lap of the race quicker than I've been doing all week, so I'm really happy with that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, and it showed tonight that you're doing a lot better than you thought you were.
Yeah, I was expecting to be lucky in the top 15, so I'm happy with 13.
Absolutely, man. And this is just race one. It's everybody's got that feel under their belt now, and be fun. I'm sure you'll run again probably before we change over to Road Atlanta, and really excited to see what happens with you out there.
Yeah, this is probably my last race for this season as I'm moving house, but I'll be back as soon as I've got an internet connection, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, man, we will definitely be looking for you out there on the track as soon as you get back, and we wish you the best of luck with the move. I know how tough that can be, and what a hassle and an adventure that is. So we wish you the best of luck, my friend, and we thank you for being with us tonight.
Not a problem. Thank you very much, guys.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Let's see here. Happy to be back. And how's everybody doing? Happy Halloween.
We were just sitting up there waiting for the interviews to be done. It's like, oh, getting close to the end. Short sentences, everybody.
Yeah. No, I just hadn't interviewed you guys. It feels like in forever with Kane and me going to the Talladega. And, we had a blast down there, guys. We really had a great time. It was an unbelievable race, but I just feel like then we had the off week with week 13. I just feel like we haven't broadcast in like a month, and so I wanted to make sure we got everybody in on a good interview tonight, and it's really good to hear from you guys again. We got our new car that we talked about after week after week after week, and I've had a mixed emotions of what I've heard about the new car, but I don't think anybody can argue this new car after seeing this race tonight. We're in for a treat, guys.
It's a way better race car. The tyre model doesn't have that marshmallow effect where if you spin them up or lock them up, you compound and you run into the side of someone. You can put it down the inside and put heaps of pressure and load on the tyres, and you don't have to worry about them giving up on you. And yeah.
As long as you don't slip off the brake pedal.
Yeah. Don't do what I did in that race. But.
All right, and I tell you what, guys, before I jump too deep in our group discussion tonight, I want to take it over to my good old buddy Seb for an announcement, and go ahead and take the floor, buddy.
There you go, guys. It's good to be back in the broadcast booth. Just wanted to do a quick shout out and reminder. The OSR Bathurst 1000 qualifying starts tonight. Pre-qual's been going on for the last 3 days, and we've got our top 50 cars lined up, and the grid will be set tonight. So that's 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. You'll have to get out the calculators and work out where that is in your local time zone. But yeah, make sure you head over to the Facebook page, V8's Online, facebook.com, V8's Online, for broadcast details and yeah, all that fun stuff.
There you go, Seb. Yeah, no, it's going to be great, mate. I'll see you there. We've just scraped into the top 50, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to actually getting back behind the director's chair after a
well,
very
back
extended hiatus, so it should be good.
Seb, it is good to hear your voice, buddy. It's good to hear you again, and we're glad to have you back, buddy.
Yeah, it's been a while, and I've been really looking forward to tonight. I'm very excited, so it should be fun. And tomorrow, going to be exciting to see survive with such a long race, 161 laps around Bathurst. It ain't no slouch fest, so Hope everyone's got their caffeine and energy and ready to go and get a good night's sleep for tomorrow. But got to get through tonight first.
Let me go on and explain it. Australian or a true Australian timed race if I didn't have to work all day and night and stay up all night to broadcast it, Seb. I'm already getting ready.
Yeah, you'll be there with bells on.
Oh man, I tell you what, who needs sleep when you got racing going on, buddy? It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited for it and just pumped up. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, should be good fun. So anyway, I'll leave you boys to finish up. I've got to get back to getting prepped for tonight. I've got a lot of work to do. So have fun and yeah, make sure you tune in tonight for all the action.
Good luck, Seb.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Sebastian. Everybody, Seb taking the announcement to us there. Make sure you don't miss that. We'll be over there as well. Some familiar voices from the Americas over there as well. And so if you guys watching the broadcast here, make sure you check that out. It is definitely going to be one you're not going to want to miss. You will get our first little taste of driver swaps as you just one heck of a race, a lot of miles to be ran, and or as we call them miles, here in America. I don't know what y'all's kilometers over there. It kind of throws us a loop.
Yeah, well, Seb quoted the qualifying time tonight, which is Australian time, but the race itself, which is on our Sunday, it's starting around 4 p.m. Australian daylight savings time, so everyone's got to tune in for that one. That will be the big one.
And I believe it's going to be about midnight on Saturday night, early Sunday morning in Eastern United States, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, I think it's 1 o'clock on the Eastern.
1 a.m.
1 a.m. Eastern.
Nightclub and tune in.
Which that's going to be a little confusing because Sunday is our daylight savings time. We'll actually go back right.
So we'll actually gain an hour of sleep. So I will be okay. I'll be just fine to be there. No problem. See, I get an extra hour of sleep, so all is good. But let's go back. I want to take the attention real quick back over to the new season and this new car. And we have a lot of mixed feelings, or we had a lot of mixed feelings. And then of course I mentioned after tonight's race, so much promise. One thing I was concerned with the cars was if we would see the close action we saw with the Ford. And guys, I got a really strong feeling down inside that we're going to see closer racing with this car than we did with the Falcon. I just got a feeling that this car is going to do better in traffic, and I just think with the talent that we're getting with the popularity of this series will continue to grow. It's a new car on iRacing, and anytime we get new cars, people dive on it. And so we're going to have some new people, and let's be honest, a lot of people will get in this car, they won't be able to drive it, and they'll leave it alone. But there will be some that won't. They'll fall in love with it like I did, like Kane did, and like you all did. And even if they didn't have a V8 supercar background, that's how I was. I didn't have a V8 supercar background, but when I got in this car, I fell in love with it. Even though I still can't drive the dang thing, I still love it. And so we saw it tonight with 3 splits on a holiday, and that's amazing right there. Season 4 here, our first little mini season in this new car. Extremely excited, and I know I've already said it once in the broadcast tonight. When we get the Ford and the Holden, we're gonna be in heaven, guys.
Oh, you're not wrong.
We are gonna be in
my
heaven.
Ford.
Do what, Kurt?
I already got my Ford. That's what I was driving today.
The Volvo yesterday. Come on.
Yeah, we saw that, Kurt. I love the big Ford, the blue oval on the side there. That was that's awesome, man.
It's really, it's kind of sad that I saw that on the side. I saw that on the side of Curtis's car on the grid, and it didn't even click in my mind. It didn't even click.
I'm against the Ford. I'm going to go harder.
I just looked at it and thought, oh yeah, he's got a big Ford logo on the side of his car.
We got the Volvo on ours.
Well, think about this. For the longest time, when we only had the Ford Falcon, there was so many paint liveries out there that were Holden liveries on the Ford. I mean, even me, I rocked the Lockwood paint for the longest time. I had no clue that was a Holden paint. I didn't even know. I just thought it looked cool, so I got it. And then when I actually started watching V8 Supercar racing, I said, "Oh my God, I'm rocking a Holden paint on a Ford." I didn't even know.
We all thought you were a Holden fan.
No, sir. I've been a Ford fan since I was a baby,
Yeah, I knew that one.
but I'm not one of those guys that can't drive the other. I'm not. I don't think it's sacrilege or anything. The way I look, there, Holden is basically like a General Motors, Chevy. So they're both American-made type cars. So they're both good with me.
Yeah, I enjoyed smashing up the Ford, taking it a bit easier in the Commodore now.
Oh boy, I knew somebody was gonna say that. But anyways, I'm looking forward to this shortened season. I don't know if you guys heard earlier, we talked with Jim, and Jim announced that, originally he had not planned on keeping score in this six race season, and he has decided that he will keep score indeed. So, but the main goal of this season, guys, is just to have fun in the new car. And I think you guys are already doing that no matter if we keep score or not. So that's good to see. And I am glad that you decided to keep score, Jim. I think that it makes this season watchable. I mean, I know people would watch it anyways, but it's kind of like when you play golf and you don't keep score. I don't know if any of you guys play golf, but when you play golf and you don't keep score, it turns into just drinking, and you don't even end up playing golf anymore. You start driving the golf cart down in the mud and seeing if you can get it stuck, and next thing you know, you're handcuffed, and then it's a bad thing.
It was a good weekend, wasn't it?
It was. It was a heck of a time. But
So
you see
Jim's
what
gonna keep us all out of jail.
Jim's going to keep
Apparently.
us all from getting in trouble. That's right. It keeps us honest, and that's what I like about keeping the score. But I understood why Jim had come up with the idea to not keep score, and I definitely understood it. And but I am very excited that he has decided to keep score, Jim. I just wanted to thank you for doing that, and very happy that you have, as in the words of Bill Murray, great flip flop, man.
And it's
Yeah,
no drop rounds, isn't it, Jim?
That's right. No drop weeks.
That's
We're
my
trying it out
favorite.
here, and I think we'll do it for at least season one. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, everything's going to count. So everybody's going to have to mind their P's and Q's if they want to get a decent finish.
And since we do got a lot of new drivers to the series, I'm going to kind of explain this, that if I could get my dog to be quiet. But the V8 Supercars America series is scored in and of itself. The Jim keeps score of the races that are ran on Thursday, Friday nights. Your best score is kept for the week, and those are tallied for the Americas points. But the points you earn are also scored toward the official V8 Supercar series, and in that series there is 2 drop weeks. So
I think there's only one drop week this season.
is there? I thought they had said 2.
Yeah.
But whatever there is a drop week or 2 in the official series. But in the America series, Jim's not going to score any drop weeks. So
That
I
is the
hope
best
that
news.
new
The
people can understand
best
that.
news. Understand it, my foot. If you go into a racing series, they don't have drop weeks. I think this is great. Kane and me don't have drop weeks. We missed, our 1 week when we went to Talladega, and I hated it. I wish I never would have missed it, but I enjoyed the heck out of the race. But I just think that drop weeks are cruddy, man. If you miss a race, you miss a race, but it counts as a missed race. I agree with it. I'm here every week. I mean, in over a year of racing, me and Kane missed, what, 1 race?
I was going to say, if it was that bad, you could just send me your tickets next time.
Yeah, I know. It was a blast, guys, and hopefully when you watch the broadcast, you'll see all the long filming that me and Kane did while we were there. We were having such a good time that we forgot to roll the camera, but other than about 30 seconds at most.
Yeah, we didn't get a whole lot of footage. I recorded some of the racing on the track, but as far as walking around recording some of the stuff we were doing, recording the night before the race would have been a lot of fun. But yeah, I just didn't get a lot of recording done like I wanted to.
Is the Ricky Bobby fan club there?
Oh God, the entire Talladega is the Ricky Bobby fan club.
Yeah, I didn't realize
How'd
that
it go?
Saturday night it was like the Mardi Gras in New Orleans. If you had some beads, I mean, you could have a great time.
Oh yeah, and JD brought a trash bag full of them.
The secret's out now.
Hey boys, we had a time, man. We had a good time.
Well
But
done.
it was a really good time. I hope Kane enjoyed it. I know he endured an extremely long drive to get there. I mean, gosh, Kane, what
The
was it,
drive
over
there was
14
really pretty
hours?
quick, but the drive back was grueling. You know, I
Yeah,
had
you
the
get
race
lost.
to look forward to and everything to look forward to on the way there. On the way back, I was just coming home, and so it was a really long drive back.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was awesome. I can't wait to do it again.
So, yeah, so glad Kane made it. I told Kane on the next trip I'm going to have to come up to Kansas, and we're going to go to Kansas Motor Speedway, and we'll do something there. We'll make sure we do some more filming whenever we make it there, though. But, guys, once again, we do apologize for missing the finale. We could have probably, if we missed a week, we should have missed like a week 2 or something, maybe not a final week, but had to go to Dega, baby. Had to go to Dega.
It was a good time. We'll make up for it by just putting on a heck of a show this season.
I was gonna say V8's Online's making up for it by this 20 or 1,000 kilometer
That's true.
whatever race they're doing
Tomorrow is gonna be epic.
Yeah,
So,
it is.
The broadcast is gonna be great. We got Seb back in the director's chair for tomorrow night, so that's gonna be awesome to see.
50 teams
Seb.
out there. on
JD
track.
promises he's going to be there. I promise I'll be there.
Yeah, no, I don't expect you to hang around too long tomorrow because you got to work a double Saturday and a double Sunday. That's gonna be
I do.
tough.
All day and all night. But you know what, though? It's going to work out good because, we'll start at 1 a.m. I'll probably broadcast till about 3, and then I'll have to hit the hay. So I'll get a good 3 hours in. But after that, I'll have to hit. But, guys, I do want to, probably getting ready to close her down. I thank all you guys very much for coming in, having a word with us post-race. Really excited about our shortened 6-week season. I know it's odd, and we're used to that 12 weeks. But it was, like I was telling Jim and Kane earlier in the broadcast, I think it's going to be really neat because we're going to have a short, sweet season. Like you almost have to already be in mid-season form. And it's almost like we just finished, week 7, and we're heading to week 8 next week. So really exciting, and I hope you guys enjoy the heck out of it. We're going to try our best to put on a great show, and as always, man, we look forward to next week at Road Atlanta. Does anybody have anything they would like to say before we close out tonight?
Just hope it keeps up with the way it is right now. 3 splits, that's a great thing. 2 splits last night. Great participation. I loved it.
Yeah, man. All the new guys, welcome. If you're out there watching and maybe you were racing in another split tonight and you happen to watch the broadcast, welcome to the America Series, and we are extremely happy to have you here, and we are really, really hoping you like it and hang around, and we look forward to seeing you in the top split in the near future. And to all the guys in the top split, fantastic run tonight. That is what V8 Supercar racing is all about, especially here in the Americas. There was extremely good racing all throughout the field. It wasn't just at the top, wasn't just in the middle. It was literally from the front all the way to last place. There was a battle for the final spot on the track. It was unbelievable, and you guys put on a really good show. We'll be back next week, guys, as we come to my home track in Braselton, Georgia, Road Atlanta. I get all hyped up every time we go there. It is a really fun track for me. Love going through that. It is the full configuration, correct?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay, because I don't like when we do that funky cut-through configuration. That one makes me mad.
Yeah, give me just a second. I'm pretty sure it's a full. Yeah, Road Atlanta full. Just, I think
Perfect.
Sebastian's got something to say to the drivers that are in here, so make sure they stick around after we end.
Yeah, guys, hang tight after we close out, and Seb's going to have an announcement. But for everybody here, once again, we want to thank our awesome sponsors from the V8 Supercar Fan Group, Direct Clutch Services, and our very own V8's Online Superstore. And don't forget, Get Dirty MX. for all that they do. I'm JD Smith, Kane Craft with me tonight, Jim Davey over there in the second split, always keeping us up to date. We'll be back live next week, guys, as we come to you, same place, same time, just coming at you from Road Atlanta for week 2. Y'all have a great night.
Muggleton just has to cross over this crest. He will cross the line and will win the championship.
The time has come to say goodbye to one of the greats of our time. It has seen champions come and go, and entertained the crowd with quite a
We are racing at Mount Panorama.
So the revs right round of the iRacing V8 Supercar Series, the grand finale at Oran Park. We are underway.
He's going to have to jump. Madison down with a fantastic start.
Late on the brakes. Oh, contact.
Oh, Madison's around.
Contact there. Madison Down's gone round. Oh, more contact. Ruggy is around. It's big one. And he's doing a huge incident. 3 or 4 cars all in pole. Run wide. This is it. Jared's going to go run down the front straight. He's carrying that pace all the way to the start finish line.
On this turn, he'll run to steer 2-1. He's touched the grass.
That's where he's off. He's fired off through the gravel. He's got to keep it off the tyres.
Oh, it's a battle of the brake pads. They go into the chicane, trying to get off the ground. A little bit sideways.
Madison has got the inside. Oh, almost contact between teammates.
Hampstead will win. 6.
Here he comes. Oh, he's up.
Oh,